I'm back again and I want to do a quick story time video on the time my Chanel handbag broke. Yeah, firstly, what can you do? These things happen. It was my green flat bag, which I should have here, but I didn't bring it out of my wardrobe, so I'm an idiot. But basically, my boyfriend bought it for me for my birthday. I wore it probably about 10 times, and then I noticed, I'm going to hold this bag up, that the stitch here in the corner basically came away, like it wasn't finished up properly. It wasn't knotted or kind of bound up tightly enough. So like basically this stitch, which attaches to the back of here, was basically came undone. So I was a bit nervous because I was like, oh God, I haven't had this bag for too long. I didn't really want to tell my boyfriend because I didn't want him to think that I had abused my handbag. But anyway, I told him and we went into Chanel, we took it in and we were like, this is really uncomfortable, but it's come undone, like this stitch. And the girl was very, very, very nice to me. And she said, don't worry, I'm so sorry that happened. And we can, you know, and she was really nice. She apologized and said that she was very sorry and it was very rare that that happened. But she said, don't worry, we'll get it fixed. And I was a bit like, oh, will it look good? Like, you know, I was a bit worried that there'd be like holes in the leather where the original ones had been, and then there would be new holes where the new one had been. She was like, do not worry, we will get it sorted. So basically what they do is they take it off you, they give you like quite a comprehensive receipt so that you feel like you're not just handing over your £4,000 handbag into the ether and you'll never see it again. They give you quite a comprehensive receipt. I think they log you on the system under your purchases, and then you give it to them, and then they send it to Paris, and then they fix it, and then they send it back to you. And it took about 4 to 6 weeks. It wasn't that quick. It wasn't that long, but it wasn't that quick. But to be fair, they're sending it to Paris, it's getting fixed, and then it came back. So like even just the travel time takes a while. So it took about 4 to 6 weeks. When I got it back, it just looked a bit like newer and shinier, and I was like quite happy with how it came back. The repair was flawless, like it looked perfect. I was really happy with the repair. Like it didn't, like there was nothing that impeded it. And I'm kind of sure that they may have given it a little polish while they were there, which was quite nice. They might not have done, but I just feel like it just looked slightly more like shiny than it had when I had given it to them. But yeah, the repair was perfect. They had given it, like, I think they had given it just, even it was like just a bit of a dusting down with a cloth, I felt like they had done that. And a lot of people have asked me if they charge for their repairs. And my bag was fairly new when I gave it to them, but they didn't even look at the price. They didn't ask me how long I'd had it. There would seem to be no question on if they would charge me. It was just a bit like, I'm really sorry, we will sort this for you, please do not worry. Here is a big document which says we've got it. And then when I picked it up, it was all perfect and the repair was perfect and I was really happy. And yeah, there was no talk of cost for repair. I think a lot of people are worried that there will be a nice hefty bill for repair, but actually it wasn't. I don't know if there would be for something more like less like stitches come undone and more like I got tomato ketchup on it. But for me, the stitching come undone, no charge. It did take about 4 weeks, which is quite long actually, to be fair, if it's like your only handbag. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick story time video to let you know, because it is a bit worrying when your expensive designer handbag breaks. And some brands have got very bad reputations over like their repairs and how they've handled it and how they've done it really badly, and people have been like, this isn't fair, I'm really unhappy, blah blah blah, or they've replaced it but then replaced it with a bag that is kind of flawed. Like they've replaced like a red tote bag with a red tote bag which is a slightly less nice leather, or a different finish of leather, which is like, that's not what I bought, don't replace it for a bag that's not as good. So I have heard a lot of horror stories of like designer handbags being repaired by the brand. But I have to say my experience with Chanel was brilliant. No charge, a little bit of a wait, perfect service, a nice little dust down I feel that they gave it, but I can't say that for sure because I don't know if they did, but I think they did. Yeah, it was great, and I was really happy with the customer service, and I was really happy with how they handled it, and I thought it was great. So yes, don't worry about it, because I know there are a lot of horror stories out there about other brands and their bags breaking. But oh, and also I have like 7, I don't know how many. I've got a few Chanel bags, maybe let's call it 6, and then that makes me sound less bad. But I have quite a few Chanel handbags, and that has been the only breakage I have had. And I do have some vintage Chanel bags in my collection too, so that is something good to remember as well. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Bye.